And then we're going to bring up our next speaker, and our next speaker is going to be Lynn, the voice singer. She's joining us from New York, and she's going to be talking today about how your voice can change everything. And Lynn, she's here. Let's bring Lynn to the stage, and let me introduce Lynn. So first, I want to congratulate Lynn for being an amazing coach, because one of her students won first place in the Apollo Theater talent contest, I would assume, this week. So that's another thing. We got to kudos to you. And so she does work with people all over the world, and I had one of my best friends working with her in New York City recently. So I'm really excited to see how that worked out with him. So Lynn is a voice coach, creativity and transformational coach, author, channel, poetry lover, into quantum physics, and an obsessive force of nature. She has taught at several renowned academic institutions in Europe, in the Middle East, in the United States, such as Yale, NYU, New School, Terry Schreiber Studio. And she is recognized as a master teacher, teaching voice, acting and dictation, voiceover for over 30 years, training emerging artists, award-winning professional actors, celebrities, corporate executives, Tony, Emmys, Golden Globe, Pulitzer, as well as Fulbright students. Recently her work has, I wrote this, recently her student won at the Apollo Theater in New York City, and over 45 million people has heard her voice. So not only that, she also does some body work over 25 years, such as bioenergetic, body dynamics, yoga, Feldenkrais, breath work, other body, mind, spirit techniques. And she has a book called Breaking into Brilliance. And using everything that she knows, from poetry, artwork, vocal and physical explorations, and helping you use your own imagination and creativity to unblock your mind and spirit. You gotta shorten. You gotta shorten that. That takes my wind away. So Lynn is available for workshops and individual sessions. So welcome to the stage, Lynn.
Thank you so much for that exhausted intro. Also, just a year ago, I heard a voice say, when you accept yourself as a healer, everything in your life will change. So all of that Sherry just mentioned has moved me. I've always been clairaudio and I've always been clairvoyant, but I never felt comfortable saying this out loud. And here I am tonight doing that. There are two things, I mean, there's so much that I've thought about that I wanted to talk to you today, but I want you to think about, in terms of the voice, two things that I want to start with before we do some exercises. One is, in fact, yes, Megan Buckley, one of my clients, acting students, privately and in group, she won there's like 3 major pieces that you have to win at the Apollo, which is a very old theater in Harlem, started by Black entertainers. Ella Fitzgerald was the first time there, and James Brown, all sorts of people. But she did something really remarkable, because I saw her do this song twice. And she used the language while singing in a way that was different than the second time. And it really made an effect that was so interesting and so tiny, seemingly tiny, but had a blowout, sensational moments. And she was personalizing her work in a way she hadn't done before in singing. She's also writes her own music, but she was singing Whitney Houston's song, I'll Love You Forever. So it really brought to me how the language grounds the voice. Certainly we have to find that voice. We have to really connect to the voice. And there are many things I can say about that. I mean, I used to speak like this. I used to be very nasal. I had a low voice, but I was incredibly nasal. I would speak very, very quickly. So I wasn't using my language at all. And I see that and hear that everywhere. And yet when you think of the great performers and things like what Megan did, singers do all the time, every single tiny fraction of a second is planned with sound and clarity. Opening the voice creates in most people a feeling of excitement. They get scared because they hear a lot of sound and they're not used to it. But when they really work through their voice, which is something through their body, which is something we're going to do, they are also so mellow and so open and so ready to receive that they're usually standing up, smiling, saying, yes, I'm going to practice and I'm going to be here. And it's an extraordinary moment because it feels like I've never seen them before. Voice, sound now is the moment. Sound is the last frontier. Many, many people, scientists even, not just in the alternate community, which I know a lot about and am in New York City, but many people understand now that the pyramids and the other old civilization structures that are here on the earth, which people don't talk about, Punopunkin in South America is maybe 14,000 years old. It seems that the pyramids might be 30,000 years old or older. They were built possibly by sound. This is how powerful what you have in your body. If the pyramids were built by sound, what does that mean? It means that there were many, many choruses, maybe this was one way, of 10,000 people lifting 10,000 blocks onto another in order to create. This is a very, very big deal. And so what does that mean for us? It means that we have in our body this extraordinary ability that we're mostly not using. Bioacoustics is now telling us that our voice actually is connected to every cell in our body and is running the show. It's not the opposite way around, that if your body is strong, your voice is strong. Your voice is creating this, is creating the strength in your body, which I think is pretty astonishing. Okay, so how does that help you? Well, it helps you because a need for more strength is now necessary. I used to only be involved with the actors, acting myself, voiceovers for 20 years, 25 years. And as I began to open this up to the wanting to work with the entrepreneurs who were going to change the world, I realized that everyone has this extraordinary voice. And if we were in our authentic voice, we would be changing the world. So here we are. How are we going to do this? We have to do it by breathing. The breath is prana. The breath is the life force. Most of us are breathing just barely enough to keep us alive. But that breath can actually has a power to help you lose weight. If you are truly working with the breath in its power focus, it starts to melt fat off the body. It's extraordinary. This is sound. Sound, this is the sound, and we just take it for granted. But when we get into our authentic voice, our sound changes. The voice also is a mirror of our soul. it holds our soul, which is also extraordinary. Okay, please keep a number on our time, because I don't have that in front of me. So give me a hands up when I only have 5 more minutes left, please. So I want to work with you on opening up your breath, opening up the breath to a deeper breath in yourself. And I'm looking for you to feel calmer, more open, more wide awake, and more visible, more feeling that strength of being here, grounded. Okay, so please stand up. Everyone, stand up. I see we only have a few people. That's fine. I'm going to turn off the air conditioning. Making sound. Can you stand up, everyone? Okay. Laura, Nicole. So I just want you right now, put your feet under you. Put your feet under you, and I want you to roll on your feet back and forth a little bit, side to side, until you really feel that you can get yourself grounded, rolling from side to side, outer side of the foot to the inner side of the foot, which is also very good for releasing the muscles in your buttocks and aligning you. And just feel that, and press your feet into the ground. Okay, now press your feet. Feel the whole foot in the ground. Your heel, front of your foot, back of your foot, into the ground. Wow. All right. Okay, now take your fists and put them in your buttocks. In your buttocks, and press forward. Press forward. Really press the whole body forward. And you might even find that you're getting a little bit of a vibration. See if you can see my body is starting to shake a little. Press forward. Press forward. Breathing. Open up, unmute yourselves. Are you all unmuted? Unmute yourself. Unmute yourself. And make some sounds. Press your body forward. Oh, I want you to really see if you can make long sounds, not just oh. Oh. Oh, it might shake a little as your body is shaking. Do you feel your body shaking a little bit? Oh. Ooh. Round your lips. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, I want to hear you. Ooh. So pushing forward, and which starts releasing the lower back, releasing the belly, so that you can really feel it. All right, and now drop over. Drop over, drop over, drop over. All the way over. Your feet are on the ground, head to the floor. Head to the floor. All the way to the floor. All the way to the floor. All the way down. All the way down. Breathing. Breathing. And I want to hear you. Ha.
Oh.
Ha. Oh.
Oh.
I'm hearing like very short breath.
Oh.
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 Oh. all the way down, your head all the way to your floor. Just drop over. Let go. Relax as much as you can. As much as you can. Can you go all the way down? Can you release to the floor? All the way down to the floor. Drop your head to the floor. Yeah, all the way down. All the way down. Ah. And this is about letting go. This is about, you came up, Marjorie. Do it again. Do it again. Drop all the way down. All
Marjorie.
head to the floor. Let yourself let go. Let yourself release. Let yourself breathe. Let yourself breathe. Oh. And notice if you're about to shake a little bit. Yes, your body might shake a little bit. Okay. Oh. 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 Okay, come on up. Come on up. Come on up. Come on and sit down. Yeah, I know. But think about how much you've been holding. Think about how much you've been holding up against God knows what, right? Which doesn't let you really, really breathe.
Right. I'm breathing better now.
Who feels better?
I do.
Who's that?
I'm breathing better. Yes.
Nicole.
I touch the floor with my hands, which I haven't done in years, like bent over.
And you, and is your voice been a bit louder right now? Is it?
Yeah, I'm louder. Yeah.
Does it feel better? What about Laura?
Yeah, I feel woo.
Laura, what do you feel?
I feel freer breathing, like positive breathing.
Exactly. And Marjorie?
And my back feels better.
Energized.
See that all of this contributes. All of this, and you can't do a chewing gum, my darling. Please take the gum out.
No, I'm eating a cherry.
Stop eating. Stop eating. We can't do this with your eating and chewing gum. It's not good for you. And it's not honest. No, it's not honoring the work. No, I can chew some gum while I'm working. Yeah, no, you can't. No, you can't. Okay, so that's one thing, and that's just one exercise. I have a barrel full of them between yoga and bioenergetics and Feldenkrais and there's just many, many exercises that gets your body to truly breathe, truly open to a new place. Now, the language grounds the voice. And so I want you to do something funny with me. I want you to do something funny that you're going to laugh and laugh. I know. But we're going to first just do a couple of sounds. So just come forward in your chair. So your belly is like you're hanging over yourself. You know, you've got your elbows on your knees. And I just want you to make some sounds. Oh. Now much bigger, and I want you to move around. Oh. Get used to a lot of sound. And then one more. E.
Wow.
E. Come on, move it around.
Wow.
E. And move it around more. Ah. Oh. You see how you must do these in order to get used to more sound, right? Sounds that most people make are never going to raise the pyramid. They have to be in their real voice, and they have to be in their authentic voices, and there have to be 10,000 of them doing it to raise a 10th ton block up on the pyramid. Okay, now you can do something really funny. Okay, really funny. So you're going to put your finger like right through your teeth, as if it's like a pencil that you're holding. Okay, and you're going to follow me over the most impossible boundary.
I love the impossible.
Impossible boundary.
They traveled, come on,
They travel
They travel
towards the solemn seas.
toward the
to
sound.
the solemn seas.
Marjorie, you're not putting your finger right there. Do it again. Over the most. Over the most
The most
impossible boundary.
impossible boundary.
They traveled.
They travel.
They travel.
Big, big, big. They traveled
They
They
travel
travel
towards the solemn seas.
toward
toward
the
the solemn seas.
Okay. Nicole, say it again without your finger. Over the most impossible boundary.
over the
Over
most
the
impossible
No, no, no.
impossible
One at a
boundaries.
time. Nicole,
over the most impossible boundaries.
bite in more. Over the most impossible boundary.
Over the most impossible boundaries.
Slow down. Over the most impossible boundary.
Over the most impossible boundaries.
Slow down. Over the most, really use the language. Over the most impossible boundary. Most impossible, impossible is your word. Over the most impossible boundary.
Over the most impossible boundaries.
Who's next? Who's next? Next. Okay, next.
Over the most impossible.
No finger.
No finger.
No finger?
No
Okay.
finger now. Let's hear you. I know
Over the most impossible boundary.
Wow. That's different. Do you hear that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do it once again. Over the most.
Over the most impossible. Over the
Don't
most.
do it on top of me because then I can't hear you.
Sorry.
Over the most impossible boundary.
Over the most impossible boundary.
Prices just went up. All right, madame,
Thank
your turn.
Okay. Over the most impossible boundaries.
Now just connect it. Over the most impossible boundaries.
Over the most impossible boundaries.
Different voice. Do you hear that? Can you hear that? No? Yes? Maybe? Is that a yes? Can you say it? Can you say yes?
Yes.
So that's a little bit of what we would be doing to bring out, because, you know, we think of the people that changed our world, the Winston Churchills with the Nazis, and JFK with his speeches, and the great actresses. I mean, Kate Blanchett, she can do anything with sound and with any kind of accent. She's amazing like that. And Larry Fishburne, I mean, he's got this incredible voice. And Richard Burton, if you remember him, I know his secrets. I was sworn to secrecy, and I said, no, this should be out in the world because the whole world needs to own its voice. Everyone and anyone, they're so scared of getting up on a stage and speaking their truth. Well, yes, it's scary. But what's really scary is that you might just explode the room and they would be following you forever, you know? So I want you to really understand the power you have in your voice. Does that make a little bit more sense? Yes. Marjorie, where did you?
Yes.
I had to shift my location.
Okay. So I think I'm at 8 o'clock, but nobody's coming in, so we can do some more. Okay,
Don't say no.
so the vowels carry the music and the emotion. And people talk like this over the most impossible boundary. Now, we don't hear anything of music and emotion, right? They travel towards the solemn seas. Right. And then I had a boyfriend who talked like this when we were growing up. And I always knew something was wrong. And now I know that he was enraged. The back of his tongue was like fists.
Mhm.
He couldn't really speak over emotion, possible boundary. It's exhausting.
Yeah.
Right? And so the consonants carry the meaning and the articulation. So it's like the male and female. The vowels are here, making the stew, bringing in music and emotion, and the consonants are here, finishing the structure of the house. Right? So it's very beautiful. And I want you to practice through poetry. I would like you to practice. So let me tell you, I don't know where Ms. Sherry is, so I'm going to keep going. I have a new website. It's LS Voice Works. And I want to offer you, if you, I guess you can put it in the chat, put your name, Kate. No, now we are in the Playroom. Now we are in, I'm not sure how to use this. So type, you know what? I'm just going to give you my email, LS. I'm going to type it here, LS at LS VoiceWorks, LS at LS VoiceWorks.com. And so I will give you, this is Lynn, and anyone who's been on tonight with us, I will give you, I'm usually, my sessions are usually $150, but I'm going to give them to you for $75. Okay, if you want to book a session with me. And some more goodies will be coming in on my, as my new site finishes. But there are many things to look to. Do you have any questions?
Yes, I have a question.
Yeah.
So I do a lot of speaking. I'm not afraid of speaking in front of people, but my nerves get ahead of me and I speak too fast. Any tips on how to speak slower in public?
I don't give any tips. I really work very deeply. But first of all, you said you like working in front of people, but you get scared. So
Not scared, but I just get, I don't know, I go too fast. I'm not afraid, but it's,
you are
I don't
afraid.
know.
You are
I
afraid.
think so.
Yes, that's what the nervousness is. You are afraid.
Okay.
So there's many grounding exercises that you can do, and I have to put those up on the website. They're not up there yet, but just what we did by dropping over and pressing your feet into the ground and really staying there for as many minutes as you can bear will help you.
Okay.
But before you even get on stage, do some breathing work. I mean a half hour. Breathing exercises, what we were doing when, what we were doing, dropping over. And then you can rub the face and you can put your tongue out and just do things that allow you to just sit still and breathe. Do some yoga. And I actually, if you contact me, I will send you a sheet of exercises that you can do that will calm you down and open your voice. Okay?
That would be
There's a
great.
sheet of, there's a whole sheet. And you can actually send me, Kate, you can send me your information.
Okay,
Okay?
got it.
So how do I,
Yeah.
I'm sending the chat.
So Lynn,
Oh, here you are. Hello. Yes.
I'm here.
Hi. We're over. We're done.
Yeah, we're done.
We're done. I know it's after 8. So they have my email. Yes?
It's
And-
on the screen. Let's do your door prize.
Yes. Sherry, I don't hear you.
I hit it 3 times. I hit it 3 times.
Now I hear.
Time
Now
for you.
Nope, you're out again.
Hands up. Ha! Oh my
I
God.
can hear you.
Yeah, but 3 times it went out. All right, so Lynn, we're gonna move you into the playroom. You can continue over there. And Michael is gonna be cutting out. He's not gonna be doing the 8:30. And Annette said she'll jump in and cover for Michael anytime after about 8:35. So you got about 25 minutes in the playroom. Lynn,
Okay.
to continue your training, and then Annette will jump in. And then at 9 o'clock or around 9 o'clock, if she can come back here for the panel. Okay,
I'll come back for the panel as well.
okay. So I think you have a door prize. You can put a number in the chat from 0 to 100. And everybody, if you'd like to win a session with her, if you haven't won anything yet. And Lynn's gonna write down a number on a piece of paper and hold it up. And then we're gonna bring Saf out. And then Lynn will continue her exploration in room number 1. Anybody would like to win a session with Lynn? Anybody left who hasn't won yet? I know Sammy won, Wendy won. Laura, did you win yet? Did you?
I did not.
Oh, okay. And Marjorie, did you win anything yet today?
No,
Put your number in the chat.
I did. Mhm.
You did?
Yeah.
I didn't see it. It's not in the everyone.
Here?
There it is. Okay. Cool. All right. So Lynn, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And what is your number? What is it?
33.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Laura. Yay.
Yay!
Get a free session.
That's wonderful. I tried to project that.
Good.
So that's perfect. So you guys can go hang out and in room number 1. And because that's where she'll be until Annette shows up, and you can continue your session training and exchange information.
Okay, good.
Beautiful.
Thank
Vicky,
you. That was wonderful.
Thank you.